Welcome to the Prosper Group Week in Review podcast. Each week, we take a look at what is happening in digital advocacy and politics with a right of center focus. I'm Dan Huber with Caroline Alexander. So Caroline, let's get started for today.
Yeah, let's get going. So what's new this week, Dan?
It's kind of a busy week. There's several things going on. We just got the word yesterday that PG is a finalist for 4 Read Awards from the Campaigns and Elections magazine team. So we're excited about that. Great news. And this coming week is the AAPC Poly Awards on Thursday. So we're going to be paying attention to that. That's a big award ceremony within the industry. So all of our friends in the business will be watching, and we're excited about that. Internally, this last week, we talked a little bit about our new post on the blog for the 8 must-haves for Republican campaign websites. We went ahead and we added an infographic for that. It's called, "What Do I Need for My Campaign Website?" So check that out. It's definitely helpful for anyone who's looking to set up their campaign website.
Yes, it is very helpful. I will say that. And is there anything going on exciting in social media?
Again, a busy week. One of our big initiatives here at the Prosper Group for our partners, clients, and subscribers is our AM Rundown, which is provided by Social Listening from the Prosper Group. We send that out every morning at 7:30 a.m. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. But here's what we've been seeing. Probably not a big surprise for anyone who's following the news, but early this week, particularly Monday, Maxine Waters really, took a big jump in what's going on in social media after some of her remarks in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And not surprising, following on that, a big spike this week on Tuesday in police online, the conversation around police, following Tuesday's decision in the Derek Chauvin, I always get that wrong, in the trial in Minneapolis related to George Floyd. So we saw like a 3x spike there from the conversation. And then news coming out this week, we've been following the earmarks conversation online as GOP senators discussed a ban and continued to agree to the ban on earmarks from the Republican side. Saw a little uptick again in the last day or so for Supreme Court. What's really driving that is some new conversation coming from Democrats related to a case for Americans for Prosperity. And specifically, they're targeting Amy Coney Barrett to recuse herself based on the fact that a Koch-supported group supported her confirmation hearings last year. So that's out there. We're starting to see the conversation around vaccinations. It's sustained, but it's a little less volatile. It's kind of leveling off there. And then the border conversation continues to be somewhat volatile, but in a fairly consistent pattern. So all of that's really what we're seeing. Certainly there's other things coming and going, but we're continuing to make updates, and we send it out daily every morning. If you're interested in signing up for the update, the AM Rundown provided by Social Listening for the Prosper Group, please go to prospergroupcorp.com/AM Rundown. And yeah, that's the news there. Now, Caroline, can you tell me a little bit about our digital action item for this week?
Yeah, our digital action item for last week was to verify your website and to make sure it's secure. So that's when you have the lock bar on your search bar, and when it has HTTPS, make sure that's secure. And then this week's action item that we have prepared is to get your end of month fundraising pushes out. We only have this next week to get that out, so make sure you're getting out for an email or social posting organically, or however you can, make sure you're getting some fundraising out.
Yeah, and that's really important. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, this past quarter was the first time the NRCC has outperformed the DCCC in their online fundraising for a quarter. That news just broke in the last week or so, which is exciting. Obviously there's opportunities out there for Republicans and conservatives to be fundraising. So uh, don't don't forget to do that. With that, Caroline, it's short and quick, but I want to thank everyone for listening to the Prosper Group Week in Review podcast. We're here every week for you, and if you like what you hear, please subscribe and share. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Thanks, and have a great day.